I got my tea here, girl. We're having a chat, okay? We're having a talk. Very much so giving. I'm talking to my sisters right now, okay?
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different.
Hi my loves, it's Kay and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking all about how to navigate the unknown, the butterfly effect, and how this plays a role in just everyday life. This is going to be able to help you get through that and really just adjust and pivot from life's little curveballs that it loves to throw at us sometimes. Before we get into anything, as y'all can see, I'm super cozy today. I wanted to come to you guys really raw, really candid, and just in my natural state, because I feel like this video is definitely like, we're gonna go a little bit deeper today. I know we are starting a new year, and when life throws you curveballs, it's not that you didn't expect it, but also some of life's curveballs are very difficult to navigate, and for a lot of us, we are experiencing very new things and we are entering into uncharted waters, if you will, because the things that we're being faced with, we've never had to go through before. So if you are going through a season of uncertainty, you may have lost your job, you may be going through a really major breakup, you may have lost a loved one that was really near and dear to you. You just are in a season where you just don't know. You're at a crossroads and you're finding yourself asking, what's next? You are entering the unknown, and while this can be a really scary place to be, trust me, I know, this is also the place that miracles happen. The unknown is where you completely surrender and just let God guide the way. It's where you find yourself in ways that you didn't even know existed. This is where anything and everything is possible because you simply don't know, and it's kind of like the world literally becomes your oyster and you're able to mold the clay that is in front of you and really step into and embrace that unknown. So we're gonna dive into how we're gonna be doing this in 2024, how we're gonna be turning all of our lemons to lemonade. So before we get into really navigating your season of uncertainty, we have to touch on and talk about the butterfly effect. Now, the butterfly effect is a concept that to me is truly fascinating. It's the idea that small, seemingly unrelated things and events that happen actually have a massive impact on the outcomes we experience. Me personally, I don't believe in coincidences whatsoever. I truly am a firm believer in everything happens for a reason and everything happens for a purpose, and everything is very, very intentional that happens in our lives. So the butterfly effect could refer to something as small as the color of your shirt to something as big as a major life change. For example, transitioning into a new career path or choosing to just do something different in life. No matter how big or small, it's the idea that every little thing that we do or every little thing that happens in our lives is leading up to and creating the experiences that we perceive. And therefore, that these experiences lead to major shifts in our lives. So stay with me here. If everything you do and everything that happens in life holds meaning or causes effect to the future, that means that the unknown that you're stepping into right now is both meaningful and purposeful. And the only reason you're afraid of it is because you're using your imagination in the wrong way. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about predicting or trying to predict the future, because realistically, we never will be able to truly and accurately predict the future, but it's something that we as humans tend to want to do so much. So get this. Both fear and faith require the same things. They both require you to use your imagination and to invest into an idea that hasn't necessarily even happened yet. Invest into an idea mentally, emotionally, that is in the future. Hasn't happened yet. To experience a gut-wrenching, paralyzing, anxiety driving fear, not only do you have to have like a negative perception or a negative view on the future or a future reality or multiple realities that you've like come up with in your head, but you also have to be emotionally invested and emotionally tied to these thoughts or to these experiences or realities before they ever even happen. And so with that, you are quite literally driving yourself insane and you're experiencing negative events before they even happen, and you don't even know if they will ever even happen. The good news about this though is that it is not your fault. Our minds as humans are naturally wired to err on the negative side and to see the negative or downside of every situation. Our minds literally age back centuries, back to like caveman days, and that is the problem, really. Like, that's the real problem. Our minds are constantly trying to keep us safe from harm. The issue with that though is that there are no saber-tooth tigers chasing us down in 2024. Like, for a lot of us in this day and age, we have roofs over our heads, we have full bellies at night, we have clothes on our backs, like, praise God. A lot of what we need, we generally tend to have. And I know I can definitely speak for like very Western society and America, and we have it good, okay? And there are no like woolly mammoths outside, there are no saber-tooth tigers, like there's no immediate danger a lot of the time. Can't speak to every situation, but a lot of the time there's no immediate danger like out there for our minds to even need to be tracking or picking up on or paying attention to, quite frankly. Yet most of us are still operating out of a survival mindset, out of a very logical and ego-driven mind space. And we're really just allowing our logical minds to drive and run the ship and run the show. And quite frankly, like I said, drive ourselves crazy. A lot of times in life, you are unconsciously predicting the future in a negative way. And that, my friend, that is why the unknown is so scary to you. On the other hand, when you start to shift and train your mind to start creating and experiencing a positive future, you then move from fear to faith. In faith, when certain things happen in life, or you're thrown a curveball, or you're faced with situations that make you uncertain, or you feel like you're stepping into the unknown, your mind starts to create all the beautiful possibilities that could happen in the future, and the beautiful and new and fresh opportunities that can come out of it. And you really just start to develop a deeper trust for the divine, for God, for the spirit, because you are now utilizing your imagination in a positive way. The ultimate goal though, of course, is to not really think of the future as much as we probably do as a whole, and truly surrender ourselves to the present moment, truly surrender ourselves like into this now moment. I mean, because when you think about it, right now is all that we have. And it's really crazy because for a lot of people, you spend most of your life operating or living in the past or living in the future because you've forgotten that all of your power is literally right here in the now. I will be honest though, living in the present and shifting your mind to truly have like positive impulses and ways of thinking about the future is not going to be easy. And when you think about it, why would it be? You've spent, for a lot of us, 20 plus years thinking in one way, and now you're wanting to like rewire your brain in the way that it's thought for years and years, and even before you were here. Like, you're trying to rewire a whole system within your body, within your brain, within yourself. Why do we expect that to happen overnight? Why do we expect that to happen just at the snap of a finger? It's going to take work. It's going to take faith. And it is going to take time. But I'm here to tell you right now, it is so possible and it is so worth it. So many people ask me after like knowing my story and like knowing what I've been through, especially over the past year, like, how do you stay so strong? How do you stay so positive? And it is because I have been putting in the inner work. I have been training my mind to see the positives in situations. And now when things actually happen to me and things come my way, do I feel gutted for a couple minutes or, even a couple hours sometimes? Yes. But I now understand and I now know how to literally turn my lemons into lemonade. And maybe we'll get into my story one of these days, maybe. But just if there's anything that I've learned over the past year, it's that you have to put that inner work in. But the moment that you do and the moment that you continuously and repetitively tell yourself positive things, fill yourself up with positivity and train your mind to see the positives in everything, the easier it gets and the more autopilot it will be in your mind to actually just see the positives right off the bat. So how do you use all of this to navigate the unknown that you feel you're being faced with right now? That's a good question, and I'm glad you asked. The first step is really realizing that you actually don't know, and also that you won't know until the time comes for you to know. Really leaning into this and surrendering to that and completely letting go of the need to control your life and control your future, because you can't anyway. You will never be able to predict the future, and the whole concept of the butterfly effect is chaos. It is literally an idea that things are happening in a very orderly and structured way, but also that it's chaotic and that we'll never be able to predict exactly the path that's gonna happen. If you wanna look into the butterfly effect more and get a deeper understanding, I highly encourage it, because again, the first step is realizing that you don't know and being humble and aware enough to just sit back and say, you know what, I don't know. I am stepping into a season of unknown and I don't know what's next, but I'm choosing to have faith. I'm choosing to walk into this season knowing that everything is happening for my good, knowing that everything is aligning as it should. And although I might not know exactly what's coming next, I know that it's gonna be to my benefit, and I know that it's gonna be in my favor. Another thing you're gonna have to do in this season is let go of the fear of failing. Failure is the foundation of success. There has been no great success without great failure. Do it scared, do it unprepared, do it wrong. Whatever you do, just do it. In this season of uncertainty, know that you are not alone. This is all of our first times doing this life. Extend yourself grace along this journey, yes, but keep your foot on the gas. Do what you can do and control what you can control, and let go of everything that you can't. And apply pressure and put your foot on the gas to the things that you do have in your life that you can apply pressure to, if that makes sense. Remember as well in this season that the unknown is the absolute best place to be. It's where miracles happen and dreams come true. So fall in love with the present and watch the rest just fall into place. I think that's it for today, my loves. I hope that this helped. Kind of feel a little rambly today. I feel a little, I don't know, I just feel really raw. And I hope that you guys got that today. I'm in my freaking PJs and drinking some tea, but if anything, I want this to be a really real corner in the YouTube and really just social media space as a whole. I want us to be able to have conversations and just, dive deep into things. And honestly, you guys don't know how therapeutic it is for me to even get these things off of my chest, because just as much as I'm talking to you guys, I am speaking to myself as well. So like I said, we're all going through things. We're all doing this whole life thing for the first time. So extend yourself grace, extend others grace, and know that the unknown will always be there. You'll always at a certain level be walking into the unknown. Why not understand and truly get to the root of how to navigate your unknown periods or unknown seasons, because that's really where all the fun is. With that being said, I will go ahead and wrap up today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy this video, if you enjoy videos like these, definitely be sure to let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.